Okay, here we go. We're gonna make a frozen yogurt tampon. You want to know why? Because I got a bladder infection, which then my doctor put me on antibiotics, and then I got a yeast infection. So now I have both. Oh, yeah. So I can't take my pill for the yeast infection yet because I still have 3 days left to go on the antibiotics. So I looked up some cures on the internet that were natural, and one of them struck my fancy, tickled my fancy. It's you put yogurt, plain yogurt, in a tampon. Stick it in the freezer, and then you insert said frozen yogurt sickle into yourself, and it's supposed to get rid of the yeast infection. We'll just dispose of what's already in there. So now I have a plain empty tampon container, or whatever you call it. Now I'm going to try and get the yogurt in here. Okay, that's a good amount of yogurt in there, so I'm just going to wipe it a little bit. So we're going to put this on here. I'm going to stick this in the freezer. You thought I was going to say something else. That's where it's going later. I'm going to stick this in the freezer, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's frozen, and then I'll give it a shot. I'm drooling because I just spit my gum out. Because you can't have gum on television. Okay, it's frozen solid, so I'm gonna put it in. I just wanted to let you know that I don't have what you would describe as a raging yeast infection. I don't have to stay at home so I can scratch it myself. It's just something that I know is coming. It's on its way. Okay, I can tell you right now, from the time that it took me to get from the bathroom into this room, I feel like I should have put a maxi pad in my underwear. The one thing I can tell you right now already is that it melts pretty quick and it escapes pretty quick. I'm not sold on the internet frozen yogurt tampon. Not yet. Attempt number 2 with the frozen tampon. Not holding out high hopes. I'll be back. You want to know how it was? Okay, my analysis of the frozen yogurt tampon sucks. Doesn't work. It's like putting an ice cube in your vagina, which is astonishingly cold, melts really quickly, and is just an overall general mess that I would not recommend anybody do. Okay, it has been a couple of days since the frozen yogurt debacle, and I have to make an amendment to my opinion on it. It is gross and disgusting and sticky, but my yeast infection is gone. Now, I have to say that I made a few modifications. You don't need to freeze the yogurt. Freezing the yogurt and putting it into a tampon applicator was obviously invented by somebody who doesn't even have a vagina. Way too cold. So all I did was take some plain unsweetened yogurt. I stuck it inside me with a tampon applicator, which actually didn't really work very well, so you could maybe come up with something like a syringe. I also ate a quarter of a cup of yogurt, and then the next day I ate about another quarter of a cup of yogurt. And this morning I woke up and thought, I do not have a yeast infection anymore. So, plain unsweetened yogurt. It will work to get rid of a mild yeast infection. Frozen yogurt will just make you really cold down there.